Welcome to word classes, an introductory class on word class. So what are word classes? To understand word classes, let's have a look at this sentence. The brown fox jumps quickly over the lazy dog and kills it. The first word is a determiner. Next is adjective, noun, verb, adverb, preposition, determiner again, adjective again, dog is a noun, and is a conjunction, kills, verb, and it, we call it pronoun. So each word in a sentence are classified belonging to a class of words. With some grammarians, they call it parts of speech, and some other grammarians simply call it word classes. So these are the word classes. Let's see in detail here again. So what are the common word classes that we find in most books written by grammarians? Number one, we have noun, pronoun, adjective, then verb, then adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. And here I'm going to add another category, determiner. Some books you will find is only up to 8. They call it parts of speech, and some grammarians they add determiner also. Here I will add determiners. So let's see what are these classes of words. What do they do? Nouns, they give us names. Pronouns, they are noun substitutes. And adjectives, they tell us more about nouns. Verbs, they give us action or state of a noun. And adverb, they tell us more about adjectives, verbs, or another adverb. And preposition, they give us the relation between a noun to some other word in the sentence. And conjunction, they are simply joining words that join phrases or clauses. And interjections, they are sudden exclamations. And determiner, what are determiners? Determiners, they give us more information about nouns and they introduce the nouns to us. So let's see each of these word classes one by one. Okay. Before that, let's see how we classify these word classes into groups. First of all, we can classify the word classes as open, and another one close. And which are the open word classes? Open word classes, okay, they are those word classes where we can add new words quite easily, and close where we cannot add them so easily. So let's see example here. For open, we have nouns, adjectives, verbs, of course not the auxiliary, and adverbs. This category of word classes, new words are added every year and very frequently, and we have plenty of them. And coming to close word classes, we have pronouns and auxiliary verbs followed by preposition, conjunction, and determiner. You might say, where is interjection? Okay, interjection, I'm putting them, okay, interjection neither in the open nor in the close. We will discuss them in another lecture. So coming to these word classes, first of all, nouns. What are nouns and what do they do? Nouns, they give us names of people, place, things, or even idea. Let's have an example here. You see the sentences, the number one. In number one, Akbar and King. They are names of people and position, so they are nouns. And number two, Kolkata is on the Hooghly here. Kolkata is a name of a place, Hooghly, name of a river, so they are nouns. And number three, the rose smells sweet. Rose here is name of a thing, a flower. so it's a noun. And number 4, courage and honor, they are names of ideas. So these are nouns. So noun give us names. And these nouns can be preceded by the determiners like a, and, the, some, such, or my. Let's see example here. You see here in these 4 examples, see here the first one is egg preceded by an. So any article can precede noun. Okay, that's another noun here. Patriotism, next philanthropist, next attention. These are all nouns. They can be preceded by these determiners. So nouns, they often end in conventional, let's say conventional suffixes like ness, okay, let's call it nis, et, ism, y, or iron, etc. Let's see here, patriotism and attention. We have examples here. Now coming to pronouns. What are pronouns and what do they do? Pronouns are noun replacement or substitute. So they simply come in place of nouns. Let's see here. In number 1, John is absent because he is ill. We can say John is absent because John is ill, but it is very awkward to repeat John again and again. So the second is replaced by he. He is none other than John. This is a noun substitute for John, so he is a pronoun. Similarly, in the second sentence, the books are where you left them. You is a replacement for your name, and them is a replacement or substitute for the books. So these you and them, they are pronouns. So pronouns are simply noun replacements. And common pronouns are I, we in the first person, you for second, he, she, and it for third person, they of course in plural, etc. We have more pronouns, okay, but these are the most commonly used pronouns, and they have their possessive forms also. And coming to adjectives, what are adjectives and what do they do? Adjectives are words that give us more information about a noun. Let's see the sentences here. Number 1, he is a brave boy. Here, brave. Brave tells us more about boy, which is a noun. So adjectives give us more information about noun. In the second, she is beautiful. Here, beautiful gives us more information about she. She is of course a pronoun, but pronoun is again nothing but noun substitute. So we can say beautiful tells more about she, which is a noun substitute. So adjectives give us more information about noun, or let's say pronoun also, because pronouns are noun replacements. And adjectives, what pattern do they follow? Adjectives in a sentence, they can follow this pattern. You are very, after this any adjective can come. Here, examples here, you are very, beautiful, excited, or nervous. This beautiful, excited, and nervous, these are what we call adjectives, and adjectives follow this pattern. And conventional suffixes for adjectives are given here. Now coming to verbs. Verbs, what are verbs? Verbs are words that give us about action or state of a noun, pronoun. Let's see examples here. The 4 examples here. The first one, the girl wrote a letter to her cousin, and she was doing the action of writing. So wrote is a verb here. And Kolkata is a big city. Here isn't giving us any action, but it gives us a state of Kolkata, so is a verb. Similarly, gold and silver are costly metals. Here are gives the state of gold and silver. And the last one, he helped build the house. Here help, he did the action of helping. So verbs are nothing but words that give us action or state of a noun. And what pattern do they follow? They follow this pattern. Let us, a verb word comes here, examples here. Let us celebrate, dance, and simplify. These three words, celebrate, dance, and simplify, they are what we call verb. Any verb can fit in this pattern. Let us followed by a verb. Let us eat, let us play, like that. So, and conventional suffixes for verbs are given here. Two are already in the examples here. Then coming to adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverbs are words that give us more information about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Let's see the examples here. He worked the sum quickly. Here the word quickly gives us more information about work, which is a verb. How did he work? He worked quickly. So this quickly is an adverb. Another sentence here. The flower is very beautiful. Here, very gives us more information about beautiful. And this beautiful is an adjective. So very gives more information about an adjective. So this very is an adverb. And third here, she pronounced the word quite correctly. Here, correctly gives us more information about the word pronounce, which is a verb. So adverbs gives more information about verb. Again, another word is here quite. It gives us more information about correctly, quite correctly. And correctly is an adverb. So an adverb, and yes, it says quite is also an adverb. So this sentence has got two adverbs. So from these examples we see that adverbs give us more information about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Now let's come to adverb formation from adjectives. How we form adverbs from adjectives? Simply by adding ly. Let's see here, ly. From correct, correctly. Psychological, psychologically. Quick, quickly. This is how we form adverbs from adjectives. Next, let's move on to preposition. What are prepositions? They are words used with a noun or a pronoun. Okay, and these words, they show the relation between a noun or pronoun in relation to another word in the sentence. Let's see examples here. The first one here, there is a cow in the garden. Here, in shows the relation between cow and garden. So in is a preposition. The girl is fond of music. Of shows the relation between girl and music. Similarly, a fair little girl sat under a tree, and under shows the relation between the girl and tree. So these are prepositions. So prepositions, they show the relation between a noun and a pronoun to another word in the sentence. And now let's come to conjunction. What are conjunctions? Conjunctions are simply joining words. And what do they join? They join words, phrases, or clauses. Let's see here. Ramu and Hari are cousins here. And is a conjunction which joins Ramu with Hari. Number two. Okay, let's come to number two. A pet cat and a little dog are playing together here. And is a conjunction that joins the phrase a fat cat with another phrase a little dog. So and is a conjunction. Number three, I ran fast but missed the train. Here but is a conjunction that joins the clause I ran fast with another clause I missed the train. So conjunctions are words that joins words, phrases, or clauses in a sentence. And then interjection. What are interjections? Interjections are simply words that give us expressions of certain feelings. Like here, hooray, we have won the game. Here, hooray is an interjection. Similarly, Alas, he's dead. Here, alas is an interjection. And remember, all interjections, they are followed by an exclamatory mark, as you can see in the two examples. And lastly, we'll come to determiners. What are determiners? Determiners, we should note that they come directly before a noun. And they tell us a bit more about that noun. Apart from telling us more about that noun, they introduce us, okay, what it is, they introduce the nouns to us. Let's see examples here. Okay, some common determiners examples here: all, both, half, a or an, the, those, that, these, other, to, first, my, zones, etc. We'll see examples here. Number one here, I milk the cow. Here, the comes before the noun cow. So we see here this the is a determiner. From here we see that all the articles a and the can be determiners. And number two, it is Harry's turn. So Harry's is a possessive. So all possessives, they can act as determiners. They bought that house. That is a determiner. Here, that is a demonstrative pronoun acting as determiner. So all demonstrative pronouns, they can act as determiners. John has more money. Here, more comes before a noun and more is a determiner here. And from here we see that all quantities, they can act as determiners. And number five, I have two bikes. Two is a determiner. From here we see that all numbers, 1, 2, whatever is 100, I have 100 bikes, that 100 also determiner. So all numbers can be determiners. Similarly, number six, my shirt is torn. My is determiner. Of course, if we look closely, it is possessive pronouns. So from here we see all the possessive pronouns, they can be determiners. My, your, his, her, all of them can be determiners. So these are the determiners. So these are the word classes that we will see in detail one by one. Thank you.